Hey guys, with everything that's going on with the world, I thought that I would do a reading for the collective. So I hope that this reading gives you greater understanding and clarity with everything that's going on, and I hope you enjoy the experience. So I am using my decks. I'm using the Cosmic Reading cards. I've used this so much, it's looking a little old. The Blue Messiah and Star Seeds. So the first card that I picked was Planetary Shifts. And now I'm going to just come closer so you can have a better view of the image. If you have a look here, we've got one circle and we've got another circle overlapping the yellow circle, and then we've got that in between part. So right now, guys, we are literally living in transitioning worlds. So we're going from this to this. So like I said, we are here in this space. See this dark shaded space? This is where we are currently at. Now, as you have noticed, that space is darker. And as a lot of you can see, it feels that way right now. There's so much fear, anxiousness, and panic, spreading like wildfire right now all around the globe. But yes, as uncomfortable as this period may be with this, coronavirus and what have you, this is, in fact, an opportunity. This is an opportunity to awaken, to bring down any walls, any limiting beliefs we may hold, face our fears. This is a time to face our shadows. So, this is that period. Because if we can successfully move through this, face our fears, face our shadows, move into our heart spaces, which is key, guys. This is absolutely important because this is what's going to determine which way you go. And it all comes back to the heart. You see, a lot of us, knowingly and even unknowingly, have walls around the hearts. Walls that are made up of different fears. Perhaps, perhaps the walls were put up because, so to that you are not hurt. Maybe you've been heartbroken. Maybe someone that you love and trusted the most hurt you. So we put up these walls as a protective mechanism. And in life, we find ourselves going around and round in circles because we are going around in the confines of those walls. So we are not growing, you see. We are going around in circles. We keep coming up with the same scenarios and patterns, and we wonder why do I always meet people like that? Why is this always happening to me? It's happening because there's no room to grow, because you just keep going around in circles. So until you face whatever you need to face those fears head on and choose to bring down those walls, can you truly grow? So it's really important. So this time we've been given this opportunity to face whatever we need to face our shit, so we can truly move forward into the higher vibrations of life. So here we have the 3D experience. We've got the 5D experience, and in order to move into that 5D experience, we need to be living already in the 4D experience. And to do that, we really need to be living in our heart space and following the compass of our hearts. So I can't stress that enough. It's so important that we forget about comfortability. We forget about complacency. We forget about, let's not be wrapped up and concerned about how is this going to happen. Sometimes the mind likes to know how things are going to unravel. The mind likes to know a step-by-step guide. prediction of what lies ahead. Well, okay, well, how is this going to happen? What's going to happen? Blah, blah, blah. I want you to simply trust and have faith in the process. Okay, have faith and trust. Follow your heart. Your heart may, for instance, just wish to be of service to others. Okay, your heart may say, I wish to be of service to others, but you may not know how. But all you need to do is give your heart a chance that I will honor that. And I choose to have faith, and I choose to trust in the process that God, source, universal creator, whatever you wish to call that universal creative force of love, will guide me to situations and places and to people that will help allow me to live in this space, to live in my heart. I trust that I'll be guided to places for the growth of my soul, right? So you trust, this is where you just got to trust, and it's part of being heart, part of being in your heart space. Next card is evolution. Excuse me. Yum. So Gaia, Mother Earth, she has been ascending, guys. She has been raising in vibration, evolving. But as Mother Earth has been raising in vibration, evolving, guess what? So too have we. We have been going through our own evolutionary journey of unfolding to our magnificent creative light. Because, guys, that's who we are. We are beings of light with infinite, limitless potential. But we've been on this journey of unfolding to that light. And, right now, with everything we're going through, we are still going through that journey. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you, before this whole COVID-19 even started, had been going through a pretty rough period in the last few years. And perhaps you've been tested emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, like in so many different ways. You've probably been tested and challenged. But guess what? Everything that you've been going through has been preparing you for this time in history. It's been preparing you so that you may come to this point where you choose love over fear. You choose to stay focused on the light despite all the uncertainties, despite the fear that's being emitted right now, left, right, and center. You are choosing to stay focused on that light of love, that truth that we are. You are choosing to stay focused on that light. Vibration. Right now, it's really important that we stay in a high vibrational state. Constantly watching fear-based programs, the news, reading the newspapers that's again filled with seeds that only serve to plant seeds of fear within us. If we focus on that, our vibration, you'll find, gets lowered. You may find yourself feeling anxious or panicked and confused, uncertain. Guys, when we stay focused on the light, we raise our vibration. Do things that make you happy, eat high vibrational foods, spend time with loved ones. And if you can't spend time with loved ones, you can still connect with them online, phone call, or what have you. But this is the time to stay in that high vibrational state. And one of the best ways to be in that high vibration is through gratitude. Being grateful. We just have to go outside and look up at the sky, look at the beautiful trees and the flowers around us. All these beautiful miracles of love and light, they reflect back to us who we are. Absorb and drink in this light that is gifted in all these miracles of life all around us. Self-love. One of the questions I usually ask my clients, in the sessions that I do is, how much do you love yourself out of 10? And often I'll get an answer of mostly 5 and below, sometimes a 6. It's very rare I get a 10 out of 10. Guys, the more our cup is full, the more we love ourselves, the more that love is reflected back to us. And the more we are able to be of service to others, because when our cup is full, it's overflowing, that overspill in turn goes on to help others in their life. But it's important to keep our cups full, and we do that through self-love. Perhaps, right now is a perfect opportunity to do some inner child work. Visualize yourself as a child and speak to that inner child and say, hey, I love you. You are enough. You are worthy of love. You are amazing, and I love you a 10 out of 10, and I promise to allow you to sing and dance and have fun. And from this moment on, I will put you first. I will put you first. So do this visualization work where you talk to your inner child and really let this child know how much you love them, guys. Because a lot of the times, that inner child within you, that child has been waiting for you, no one else, for you to come home to them and let that child know how much you love them. Okay, it all starts with that little child. So yes, right now, a lot of us have more time, so this is the perfect opportunity to spend that time going within. The next the next card is Blue Star. Again, right now with everything that's going on, there's so much darkness, there's so much fear. But let's stay focused on the light. Stay focused on the light, because when we can stay focused on the light, we will not fall into that ocean of emotion. We will not fall into that illusion of this Maya brings. Okay, so if you imagine the ocean, okay, the ocean represents the emotions, it represents fears, the illusion of suffering. When we focus on that light, we float above the experience. Instead of being caught up in it, we float above the experience, and we float above the experience with expanded awareness and consciousness. So we don't get caught up like everyone else is getting caught up in the the fear and the panic. Instead, we choose to rise above the experience, to see it for what it really is. And yes, there's a lot going on right now, guys, and I'm going to tell you something. It is easy to control people when they are in fear. You see, people, when they are afraid, they are much easier to control and manipulate. You don't want to be that. Don't allow yourself to be caught up in fear. Okay? Stay in the light of love. Remember who you are right now. Who you are. You are this amazing, magnificent being of light. You're here having this human experience through the body, but you are really this beautiful, magnificent spiritual being having this experience. Remember, you're not the body. So when the body starts to feel overwhelmed, perhaps burdened, or by everything that's going on, I want you to step back, simply observe the experience, observe how it's affecting the body, right? then come back and remember who you are. And when you can do that, remember your wholeness, your perfect balance, your perfect light. Your body will entrain to that high vibrational light that is you. It will entrain to the perfect wholeness and balance and health that you truly are. The next card I got is surrender. Guys, this is the perfect time. This is the time to surrender and let go of what no longer serves you. If you have been someone who's been saying, yep, tomorrow, next week I'm going to do that. Tomorrow I'm going to stop doing that. What's holding you back? What's anchoring you right now to this 3D world? What's anchoring you right now that's stopping you from truly letting go and soaring like you've never soared before? What addictive behavior or habitual pattern has been keeping you from flying? What has been keeping you imprisoned? Now is the time. Now is the time to release it and let it go. We are here, guys, and you want to move here. You don't want to stay here because there is a timeline split going on. There is a timeline split. Those who choose this to be anchored in that 3D world will go on into a more AI experience. And those who move forward and raise with Gaia, raise in vibration, you will go on to a more organic ascension. Move forward. And in order to move forward with ascending Gaia, we need to release anything that's holding back and keeping us tied into this 3D experience. Next card is be fearless. Guys, what's the point of getting caught up in fear? In God, there is no fear. And please, when I say God, I say source, I say universe, I say creator. They're all labels. So please don't get caught up in the labels. They're just labels. Let's come back to intention. In God, there is no fear because God is love. God is perfect love. And when you remember your oneness with God, with Source, you know that the moment we hold fear about anything, the moment that we allow fear into our bodies, we are not in alignment with our Creator. We are not in alignment with that light of truth. So release that fear and know that in God there is no fear. Trust. A wonderful lesson that this time is bringing up for us right now is the lesson of trust. A lot of us have had our lives kind of being put on hold in the sense of financially. Jobs, businesses have closed. They can no longer operate and so forth. But I want you to trust. When you have complete faith and trust in the divine, you know that you will always be taken care of. There will always be food on the table. Your bills will be paid. You and your family will be taken care of. This is a wonderful lesson of trust. And I've gone through this, and I may have done a video previously about it, but just a quick recap. I've been in situations where I had to choose between comfortability and, having a comfortable lifestyle with money or following my heart. But the following my heart, there was no certainties and I couldn't see any money. I didn't have any money at the time, but it was like, whoa, security, comfort, stay with what I know. I'll move forward into the unknown. with zero security, zero stability. But I had God, I'd source. And I was told by Spirit that if I followed my heart with the intention to serve, there'll always be food on the table, bills will be paid, and my children will always be looked after. And I chose in that moment to trust. It was hard. I'm not going to kid you, because for a moment there I thought, gee, am I talking to myself? Is this for real? But I chose to trust. And I tell you, Great Spirit has, God has kept her word, because I've always been looked after, my children have been looked after, and there's always been food on the table and bills are always paid. So this brings forth a wonderful lesson of trust. Are we going to fall into fear because we don't know what lies ahead in terms of work? We're getting tested right now more than ever, guys. Choose trust. Choose love. Be fearless. Now, the next card I got is virtual fog. Yep, there's a lot of that happening right now. A lot of waves, a lot of light waves. These artificial electromagnetic waves, they serve to reduce our light. Okay, they serve to drain us of our light. But this is the world we are living in right now. Computers, phones, Netflix, laptops. We can't really get away from it. Now with all these lockdowns, this is how we are connecting to people. But all I'm saying is let's stay conscious of how much we use these devices. Okay, we use it, or are we sitting on there just literally on it the whole day? Let's just be conscious of how much time we are spending absorbing artificial light as compared to how much time we are spending outside absorbing organic light from the sun, which raises our vibration, feeds our body. So we've got to be very conscious there, guys, of which light we are drinking and absorbing more, because the artificial light serves not only to reduce the light within us, it plays around with our, our wake and sleep cycles. We feel tired and exhausted often from using a lot of these devices. And that's why it's really important. The last card I got is Mother Earth. If the best way to bring balance and harmony back into our rainbow bodies is to step outside, drink in the sun, ground ourselves to the heart of the earth, drink in the colors of the flowers, the sky. Drink it in and allow that color to fill us, to nurture us, and just to rejuvenate our bodies, to bring it back into harmony and balance. So guys, this was the reading for today. I hope it has helped you. Remember, beautiful souls, who you are. Right now, like I said, a lot of you have been on this journey of awakening for some time. So, oh, I forgot. The last card from the Star Seeds deck is light. Now, it's so important to focus on that light, to expand that light. A lot of you have already been on this journey. You've been working on yourselves. You've been nurturing yourself. You've been going through the hard yards. Now, guys, it's time to truly shine. Shine that light. Be that light, because there's so many souls out there right now that are suffering, that are in the dark. So right now, Step fully into your power. You are here to shine. You are here to shine. So thank you. If you've made it this far into, my goodness, I didn't realize it was so long. But if you've made it to the end of this reading, thank you for sharing this experience with me. I wish you much love, peace, and happiness.